This week's episode of Diggnation is brought to you by GoDaddy.com.
And Adagio Tea. They have great loose tea.
Because teabagging sucks.
Welcome to Diggnation.
Also potentially hazardous to your health.
Why do you have flies in your freaking house? I noticed this earlier.
It's Southern California and I have fruit.
This is my favorite story of all time. Alright, moving on. You put zombie and you put theory in the title, and I don't want to do it.
Theory zombie Kevin.
Diggnation.com. Hello and welcome to Diggnation episode number 24. I'm Kevin Rose.
And I'm Alex Albrecht. Diggnation, of course, covers some of the weekly top stories on dig.com, digg.com.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, sir.
We are coming to you from San Francisco.
By way of Japan.
Right, so we just got back from Japan. I came in a day early. You landed today.
I literally got off the plane like 4, 3, 2, 1 hours ago, something like that.
Yes, but you're here now.
I'm here now. And this is one of the reasons why we digressed to... We decided to forgo a beer.
Right.
We kind of skipped over this when we were in Japan, because we were like, we're in Japan, we're in, our hotel's in Ebisu, we should drink Ebisu beer, because it's made right by where our hotel is.
And we drank a lot of it.
And we drank all of it. Oh my god. Well, at the end of this, we're actually doing like 2 less stories this week, so we can just give you a blow-by-blow what happened when we were in Japan, at least the stuff that's, PC enough that you can hear it.
Yeah, we should tell people what it's like, just because most people would have no idea of the things we went through.
And also, being in Japan, we shot the show, but that was the show from Japan, not the show about Japan. So this is going to be a little bit of a recap. But so in lieu of beers, because we have a 9-hour flight that I just took and you took yesterday, we decided we would do tea.
Yes, Japanese tea, actually.
Japanese tea.
So we got the guys, we mentioned, I mentioned Adagio Tea a long time ago.
Right, which is where
on the
you've
show.
been buying for a long time.
Right, because I'm like, I give up soda and caffeine, or not caffeine, but soda. Well, tea has caffeine, but I gave up soda a long time ago and started drinking tea because it has caffeine. It's better than coffee. It's like anti-cancer and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Don't blow kisses at me.
I didn't blow kisses. I was doing the I don't know what I was doing.
It was, but we got some, and Adagio Tea, we plugged them on the show, and they got a bunch of people that purchased tea from them, and they said...
Well, and then they put your face on their website. It was like...
It was really crazy.
It was
I
awesome.
never expected to have my face on a tea website, but,
Well,
whatever.
hey, why not?
And, what they did, they ended up saying is, they said, hey, get a collection of your favorite teas. They sent a bunch of these little canisters like this of tea to us, and they said, come up with your favorites. We're going to build a custom pack like what Kevin and Alex like to drink.
Yeah.
And we'll put it on the website, and they price it. I mean, the canisters, you get about, I don't know, probably about 15 cups of tea out of something like this, maybe a little bit less.
Sure.
And so they're going to put together this little pack for us. It's like $20, and it's a tea sampler. So if you're new to tea, it comes with a filter, everything that you need to get started with loose tea. It's a lot of fun. But
then they went above and beyond.
What's
they were
that?
like, well, that's good.
Oh, then they get 5% off, too.
Is it 5%?
Yeah, 5% off.
Is that what it was?
Yeah,
and then if you go to Adagio Tea...
No,
or
Adagio.com.
Adagio.com/Diggnation, I'm reading it off of here. But /Diggnation, anything you order off of that, you get 5% off.
Yeah, and it helps pay for our bandwidth, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And, by the way, these little sets, they're like $20, the little collection. Good Christmas gifts. It says that, you're being helpful to people, healthy alternative.
You can say, hey, these are things that Kevin Rose and Alex Albrecht like, which I don't know if
they
people
might not
are going
care.
to like that, or they're like, who des Sawasa,
which
is German for who the hell is that, and I told you that's not even German. But, so that's why we're drinking teas.
Yes.
Now, I have some sort of nut tea.
No, you don't.
Because it is nut tea.
No, it's Hojaika Fagu. And steep time is 3 minutes on it. But look at it's like toasted. It's like a dark.
Don't smell the tea first.
No, it does smell. Well,
No,
see, here's
it
the
smells
problem.
bad.
No, the problem is that you're not a tea drinker.
No.
So
but this is good tea.
Yeah, it is. Well, once you get used to it,
It tastes a little bit like bodicha, which is the Korean barley tea.
Oh yeah, I actually like that stuff.
Bodicha.
Mine's Sencha Overture, but it's Sencha's really high end green tea. Good stuff.
Yeah, and it's a good overture.
That's right. Anyway,
so I'm going to say yes on the fungi or fuck you, what is it called? Hoji. I'm not even going to try that.
Hoji fondue.
The fondue one is good.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say I like it.
I like mine because I've been drinking this stuff forever.
Waking me up. Let's get into the show.
Anyway, yeah, Adagio.com/Diggnation. There we go.
All right, ready?
Cool. First story, Adam Curry caught in sticky wiki. 2,489 people dug this story, submitted by Diggy Dog. That was a good title. He had a good
Sticky
story
wiki,
title.
that's kind of cool.
He says, former MTV VJ and podcasting entrepreneur Adam Curry appears to have been caught anonymously editing the podcast entry on Wikipedia to remove credit from other people and inflate his role in its creation.
Wow.
Yes.
Talk about bad juju.
Yes. I mean, so here's the deal.
It's not like he was going in and like putting in like his real birthday, which he probably didn't. But you know what I mean? Like, it's not like he was editing stuff anonymously.
So how Wikipedia works, for people that don't know, is you can basically, it's an open like directory of entries, dictionary, and you can edit any entry that you want. Anyone can make changes.
Yeah. Or be like, this is not correct, you know what I mean, or whatever.
But it records everything. It records the IP address of the people that are doing it.
Sure.
And what happens is they were looking at these changes and they noticed them starting to appear and deleting certain people's names and credit where credit was due, and they traced it back to an IP address that Adam Curry controls, like one of his companies controls. I don't think it was anyone else at his company.
Who the hell else?
I mean, it's not going to be an employee that was like, oh, this is incorrect.
I mean, unless you love working for Adam Curry so much that you're like, I'm going to make him a superstar.
No, but that's not it.
No.
I don't know. I
agree.
Well, I shouldn't say that. I don't know. What do you think?
I think it's crap. Are you kidding me? How could that be? Oh, do I think it was him?
Yeah.
Yes.
So do I. It probably was him.
Didn't he come out and apologize or say something?
Did he?
He said something, but I didn't read that story either.
I didn't read this is the one I read.
I didn't read the follow-up, just the one about it.
So check out the follow-up story.
Journalism. Good times. But that's why I was a computer science major and not a journalism major.
Yes.
But that to be said, I say poo.
Sucks.
I call poo. I think I'm going to call poo on that. That's not...
It's pretty shady. It's a pretty shady thing to do.
It's below shady. It's like the shadow of a shade.
Yeah, there's like levels of shadiness.
Yes.
It's one below.
This is pretty dark.
But it's pretty bad. I don't know. But
yeah, I mean, it's not clubbing baby seals, but it's dark. You know what I mean? So poo.
Yeah.
I mean, would you do that? Would you like go into like Kevin Rose, or like
if it was something that was like
done
completely
anything
incorrect,
cool, but-
I mean, if you had like an entry that was all screwed up, then yeah, you're gonna go make a change.
Yeah, but you wouldn't go in and be like The Broken. You wouldn't go in and be like hosted by Kevin Rose.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? Like you wouldn't just like go in and remove Dan's name.
Well, I mean,
all right. Well, maybe you did, but I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying, why do this though? What's the? I mean, is he?
Well, I don't know. I interviewed him. He seems nice.
Yeah. Was he pretty cool? I never talked to him.
I guess he looked a lot like a friend of mine, which spooked me out. Anyway.
Yeah.
So let's move on.
Yes.
Next story: coloring black and white photos. This is actually a really cool piece of software. 2,758 people dug the story, submitted by Manfred. This is a horrendously cool app. Interesting use of the word horrendous. You draw a bit of color on an object. It colors them for you. Neat. So this guy wrote this program, and what it does, look at this like old World War II picture that's totally colorized.
Are you sure this isn't like somebody using Photoshop though?
Well, no, because see here, check it out. Look. Well, no, I mean I haven't downloaded and installed this. But see, so what you do is like they show you a picture of a flower,
right?
Black and white picture of a flower.
Right. Keith's got it on the video version now. Over the screen.
Daisy, tulip, something. I don't know. I don't care. Then what you do is where you want it to be green, like the background. You want it to be green. So what you do is you just make a squiggle of green, the color that you want, in and around the background. And then you put like squiggles of white on the leaves, squiggles of yellow on the little things. And what the program does is it goes back and like interpolates all this stuff that's sort of in the color range of the black and white. You know what I mean? Or in the like gradient range.
It picks like the black and white gradient scale and then uses that darkest level against the color that you chose, and then kind of degrades down from there.
And it sort of figures out based on the AI of the program. It kind of figures out sort of what you're probably meaning.
Right, that's pretty cool.
But some of this stuff,
the results look pretty.
Dude, these results are amazing. Look at this. Look at this chick.
Who is that?
I have no idea.
Scroll down. It says like Marilyn Monroe. Yeah.
No, that was Marilyn Monroe. This was Grace Kelly.
Grace Kelly.
Grace Kelly was hot.
Yes, she was.
What up? Dude, she was still alive and my age, and I was single.
But none of those things.
None of those things are true.
Yes.
So me and Grace Kelly,
Not gonna happen.
star-crossed lovers.
It's cool.
It's
program.
amazing.
Is it a free
because
plugin? Or
I'm
you
going to
just
try
pay for it.
It looks like it's free.
Oh,
Oh my God, Jay just like
you
died
okay?
or something.
He's grabbing his chest.
Should we get like some sort of CPR here for Jay? That was awesome. Totally out of the blue. Jay's just sitting there on his computer. He just goes,
I'm talking about.
sorry,
sorry.
Jay doesn't like to be talked about.
Yes.
When he's in the room. So it looks like it's a lot easier than doing it manually. You can download the recolored. Man, you can't not talk about it, Jay. You're dying out of the corner of our eye. What do you want? It's okay. You don't have to leave. You can download recolored beta 0.5.0 here.
So it's its own application. You don't need Photoshop or
Yeah, it just says don't use it for commercial purposes.
That's pretty cool.
I hope to someday release a shareware version of it. But
So if you
dude,
have
if
any
it
like
does,
old
I'm gonna
family
try it.
photos,
No, I'm
scan
gonna
them
try.
in.
Honestly, I'm going to try it because my headshot, the headshot that I love, is in black and white, and everybody's like, "Oh, you got to do color, you got to do color." And we did the thing. There was a thing on Dig about colorizing old black and white photos. But it was like it was how to do it manually in Photoshop, and so I tried it. It was
Didn't work.
horrible. I had like purple lips.
I tried that with
and shit.
Keith. Remember Keith when we tried that? So Keith, we were thinking about giving Keith like dyeing his hair black. He's like, "What do you think it would look like if I dye my hair black?"
So you're like, "Oh, dude, we're
I was
going
like,
to Photoshop. We'll make his hair black."
Exactly.
And
so
then it's
dude,
harder
it
than you
sucked.
think.
Remember, I tried to give you a full beard because we were like, "Okay, what if Keith grew out a full beard?" It looked like crap, man.
Well, here you go. Maybe you can't, but
should
you
try
could
this.
just take a black and white photo of Keith,
yeah.
the hair,
Well,
right up under there.
done deal.
And it's got some cool like little plugins that are like for human skin, human hair, human lips. I don't know. Human eyes. What did I say? I don't know. That was weird. It was like lascivious. I was like, ooh, lips. Like water, sky, grass.
Looks good.
Yeah, it looks cool. So I'm going to play around with it because I want to try, like I said, with my... But it's really cool. Like some of this stuff...
The World War II pics are pretty cool.
Yeah, you got to check it out. Grace
Yeah.
Kelly looks hot. Jesus.
She does look pretty hot.
Domo arigato. But like, look at that. The guys storming the Normandy. German tank.
Yeah, cool stuff.
That's bright. Doesn't look as threatening in pastel. And then some sort of plane, maybe a Humberg. I don't know. Made that up. So,
Cool.
Yeah. So that's really cool. So check that out. Download it. I'm going to as well.
Sounds good. Now, the next story is...
Yes.
we don't have a whole lot to say about it, but they're saying Google Calendar is expected 12/6, which is... Today. And so far, no sign.
Yes, we're doing it today, Tuesday, because...
We just flew back and
we
needed
just
to
flew back and
rest.
yeah.
1,504 people dug this story submitted by Caleb. He says, as the title says, and that's a bad description, Caleb. But
That's it? As the title says,
what he
Google
said.
Calendar, that's
but
it?
if you go to the story,
Yeah.
doesn't say a whole lot more other than...
Well, people, look, I've been totally anticipating this. I've been talking about wanting an online calendar program for ages.
There's tons of them out there.
Dude,
though.
but none that I want to use.
It's because it's not Google.
No, yeah, Google is the new. Google is.
Isn't
Google
that weird?
is to
Why
web
is that,
applications.
though?
No, but Google is to web applications as Apple is to media products. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
you're right.
They can wrap anything and be like, but it's Google Calendar. People are
but-
like, my nuts just sell.
Yeah, but it's
like, you know, it's like Google Calendar.
Yeah, but it's crap.
Google
stuff,
Calendar.
though.
You know what I mean?
It's crap. What?
Oh, hello, iPod fucking Shuffle again. It's a crap product.
It's not crap.
The functionality was there in #84. Just because it's white doesn't make it
Dude,
good.
it's a freaking... It's also a memory stick. You can use it to back
I
up
have
files.
a memory stick.
Did you buy one?
A memory stick?
No, a shuffle.
Fuck no.
Then why are you bitching?
I'm just saying. I'm
Who's
not
you bitching?
I'm
So
not
what? You don't
bitching
have
about
to
it.
buy
I'm just
it.
saying. No, but I'm just saying.
If like Coke
Google-
comes out with like Coke Cherry something, you don't go and bitch about that all day long. But if
I
Apple
love
comes out
Coke
with-
Cherry.
If Apple comes out with something that you don't like, you have to like bitch about it.
I
all day?
never bitched about it. I'm just showing.
Yes, you did. And
No,
we've been talking about this forever.
I know, and it's because the genius of Apple.
No, Apple.
is
Okay,
that
what
they.
about the Nano?
I love the Nano, but
Oh, wait a
that's
second.
not
All
old
of a sudden,
technology.
So all I'm saying is Google's apps.
But- and then
give
I'm
me
saying-
one thing that Google's done like right from a web app standpoint.
Google.
That's
can
not
come
a
up with
web
one
app.
great one.
That's not a web
Google.
app. It's like it's a search engine.
Gmail.
Okay, name another one. That's
Google
one
Earth.
good one. Okay, you've got a few.
Google Maps.
okay, shut up.
What? I don't
Okay,
know.
although
Can't read
they've done.
Come on.
Okay, Google Talk sucks.
Oh well, come on. That was one of those things where it was like Google Talk.
Now what
I
about
mean, Google was literally like behind a bush. Every time you downloaded that, Google was outside going,
the Google sidebar?
run!
The Google sidebar.
That sucked.
Google Accelerator.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
It's a piece of crap.
Google Desktop?
Google Desktop. There's another one. Who uses that shit?
Well, Google.
Yeah, people at Google, like, search your PDFs
Google
faster. Like, who really needs that?
I don't know. But all I'm saying is, I'm excited for Google Calendar.
So what? So you can put your dates in there? I don't understand. Like, what do you do?
Dude, what?
Ooh.
Yes. I will put my dates in there.
Why not
I don't want to use Microsoft Outlook anymore.
Well, you can use, like, Sunbird.
Why? Sunbird?
Is that right? Sunbird?
No, you mean Thunderbird.
No, I don't mean Thunderbird. I mean Sunbird. Yeah, boom, Sunbird.
Sunbird. Is that like Mozilla's version?
Yeah, it's their little open. And it works with LDAP, so you can connect to a server and publish your calendar for other people. Have you ever done that?
No. Who?
Don't knock it till you've tried it.
Who wants to know what my calendar is? You?
What if you have to share with important contacts your dates?
I would tell them where I was.
I don't know. We'll wait and see.
We'll wait and see. I'm excited for Google Calendar.
What was that?
Kevin's a pricker.
What is that Google? A pricker? Beer takey.
No, we will talk about beer takey. No, I was going to say Kevin is a prick.
We gotta talk about beer takey.
We have to talk about beer takey. I was going to say Kevin's a prick, and then Prager is in my peripheral vision. And so, because I was sort of thinking, so it became pricker. See? This all makes sense.
Okay,
it all comes from normal. It's not shuffle. I don't know why I said that. I just right at the end. Okay,
right.
Shall we move on?
Yes.
Okay, first X-Men 3 photos revealed.
I'm stoked about this.
I am too. 2,439 people dug the story submitted by Kel L, which I think is becoming the new Al Pacino.
Really?
We haven't had an Albert Pacino story in years, but we've had a couple Kel L's. And good name. USA Today has your first look at photos from 20th Century Fox's X-Men 3 coming to theaters May 26, 2006.
I'm so
First
excited.
off, I'm psyched.
Oh, I
Love
know.
the X-Men trilogy.
Same here.
They're really doing it well. The pictures are great. First off, Kelsey Grammer as Beast.
That's so crazy. That's Kelsey Grammer.
So amazing.
Doesn't look like him.
Not at all. But see, and that was the thing. People were bitching about it because Kelsey Grammer has like the attitude for Beast. You know what I mean? Because he's got that sort of snooty British, like smarmy kind of Frasier kind of thing. But people were like, no way he looks like Beast. He's not a huge big blue guy. Well, who the hell is a huge big blue guy?
Right.
So look at the pictures. And then this is really cool. Check this out. This is Angel. Did that just make a noise?
Yeah.
Screw that. Oh, and I love it's like, the director. Who cares? A picture of the director.
Whoa.
Dude, that's Angel.
That's cool.
And this is the guy who played the boyfriend of the sister in 6 Feet Under. And those of you who know what I'm talking about will immediately know who he is. His name is Ben Foster. He's been in a bunch of other stuff. Did you see Punisher? With
I was
Thomas
wanting
Jane?
to see that, but I never saw it.
No, it's not really good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's okay. Is it good
Something
like
about
rental or like...
Fantastic Four sucks too, right?
It's good. Like, if you're sick and you're at home and you don't have anything to do, you can watch Fantastic Four and you won't be disappointed.
It's one of those.
But this is the guy from 6 Feet Under, and he was also in Punisher. But he looks frickin'. He looked jacked, dude. He's just like jeans and like bah. But he's Angel with the white things. But check it out. Look, this picture. See, he's got the things.
He tapes them up.
Yeah.
That's how he holds them down. He tapes them down.
I guess so, man.
It's kind of weird.
His wings are just that big. So good times.
All right.
Good times will roll. And then they have like a picture of Wolverine, whatever, we know what he looks like, and Storm.
Yep.
Which she's got like a nice little bob now, so I guess that's good.
New cut.
Although I heard that Ian McGarnagle, that's weird. Some guy I went to high school or college with. I was like, that name popped in my head. Ian McKellen, I heard that he's not going to be in this one. Could be wrong.
Interesting. Can't wait for that, though. Going to be good.
Good times.
Next story. Costco is now selling high-quality, they call it the Ultimate Arcade Machine. 1,301 people dug this story, submitted by Is Good Tea. I Am Tigger 2 submitted the story. At $2,500, this machine is much nicer than the crappy $400 machine sold at Target. Comes with 81 killer games in stock at most Costco locations.
This is really cool.
Kind of.
What do you mean, kind of? What's wrong with it?
So when I was at Tech TV, we built an arcade machine with a computer in there. We put MAME on it.
Yeah, right.
And then we had like 5,000 titles. So like the idea of 81 killer games is for $2,500. I could just build a MAME machine that does 10 times that.
Yeah, but you look at the picture of it, dude. I'm not gonna.
No, I saw it. It's got a little roller ball and it's got the little joysticks.
Oh,
I mean, you can still do the same thing.
Yeah, but I don't want to build that freaking thing. I mean, come on, you can. But for those of us who aren't gonna go and buy the wood shop stuff, the Dremel, spray, get the guy who can draw, animate, bring in, and be like,
there's kits.
Well, who cares?
Well, I'm just saying, like, why?
Throw
why
a computer
would you?
in there. You
but
can probably open it up.
81 games for $2,500.
First off, there are not 5,000 good games out there.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying they're good, but they're old school games that you can download, like ROMs.
But dude, come on. You're not going to put, like, Happy Times or whatever, and you're like, this game blows. You know what I mean? Like, come on.
You did, that was, that was perfect music for, like, dude, $2,500, okay? Why? When your modded Xbox can play MAME Emulator, you can just watch it on your TV. Buy a freaking big screen TV.
Because it's sitting in the corner and it's got all like...
buy a HD TV for $2,500.
What is your problem, Kevin?
Dude, what are you talking
about? We're not connecting.
You're going to blow $2,500?
What? No. It was awesome. Dan came out and was like, "Oh man, I wish I had $2,500 to buy that." And I was like, "I wish I had $2,500. What are you talking about?" I was like, "Screw this."
That's totally. Dan blows money like freaking nobody. He. I don't.
Well, whatever. This is neither here nor there. What Dan blows is not our. It's not our deal.
Dan is straight.
He is straight.
And has a girlfriend.
He does, and she's very nice. Moving on, yes. I say go bye. He says go goodbye. That was horrible. I wanted that to be so cool, and I'm just a dork. Podcast named Word of the Year in 2005. Mm-hmm. This is cool because we do one. 1,157 people dug the story, submitted by NDM007, another one who's vying for the new Albert Pacino slot. The editors of the New Oxford American Dictionary have selected podcast as the word of the year, beating bird flu and rootkit.
How is rootkit in the running?
Because they don't know what the hell's going on.
I guess. I don't know.
No, they're just like, pick a word. Bird flu. What? That's not even a word. That's 2 words and whatever. Anyway, it will be in the dictionary in 2006. I agree. I think podcast has been bantered around so much this year more than any other year. I mean, when it first sort of started, a couple people were talking about it.
Do you really think it's the year of the podcast, though? I don't think...
Oh, this is definitely the year of the podcast.
Yeah?
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
As soon as iTunes came out with the podcast functionality, that had been obviously there for a long period of time, and you could do iPod or X and all that stuff. But once it was integrated for the layperson...
I still talk to a lot of people, though. I mean, the majority of people out there that have computers, and even that have iPods, don't know what a podcast is, or they don't even subscribe to any.
Yeah. No, I agree. But that doesn't mean that I don't think that this was maybe not the biggest year. This may be the last year that they're considered podcasts. Because like now they're starting to, because they're about video, you know what I mean?
Right.
Videos.
Vidcasts
so now they're becoming like, or vodcasts, like video on demand.
You hear that bodcast? Bod?
What?
Did you hear about that?
No, what's that?
Playboy announced they call it bodcast, where you can stream like the girls dancing.
Yeah. Didn't the...
For the video version.
What are the girls, the
Suicide Girls.
Yeah, they did it.
Yeah, they did it.
So I say, this is probably the year. I mean, because I think it's going to go out of style to say podcast, you know what I mean?
Nice.
A little bit next year, but that's it.
Cool.
Speaking of which...
Next story, more TV shows now available on the iTunes Music Store. 1,876 people dug this story, submitted by Chase W70. There are now many TV shows available from NBC, ABC, Sci-Fi, and USA on the iTunes Music Store, including Battlestar Galactica, The Office, Law & Order, Monk, as well as many classics. And for all you Hasselhoff fans out there, he's so dreamy, 22 episodes of Knight Rider.
Dude, wow.
This is big for Apple. This is huge.
Because before it was just like, we're at 2 shows. Like, Lost was the show.
You knew it was coming. It was only a matter of time. But I
didn't know it was going to come out of nowhere and be this much. Freaking the pilot for Law and Order, pilot for freaking Knight Rider.
The pilot for Knight Rider what did they used to call it? It was like Knights of the Dead?
Well, the title of the pilot is Night of the Phoenix.
Night of the Phoenix, that's it.
But I remember watching that as a kid. Because it was a backdoor pilot. You know what I mean? You know what a backdoor pilot is? Up the Jaxie? No, I'm just kidding. What they do is if they don't know if the show is like really good and they show a pilot and they're like, we don't know, what they'll do is they'll do a 2-hour movie of the week. And if the movie of the week gets enough ratings, they'll turn it into, and they call that a backdoor pilot.
Okay.
But I remember watching the backdoor pilot of this and I was like, I loved, this is the story of a man who does not exist.
That's so cool that you can download it. $35. Well, the thing is, you can get a DVD pack for the same amount, though.
Yeah, but I could buy this now and watch it today.
That's true. And
I
that's
could watch
why
it right
this rules.
I could watch it on my iPod Video, which I was going to buy in Japan, but then I didn't.
This is going to be big for Apple if they keep adding shows.
Yeah. Well, you knew it was coming.
Yeah, and we called it, but you know
we move us.
Conan O'Brien, that's awesome.
Yeah,
can you get the
Conan.
latest one? Click on it. When's the last one that you can get? Like how old is it? Is it like last night's or
loading? No, just 6 episodes. It looks like 10th anniversary edition, the Best of Triumph. That's a DVD, I think. Best of Triumph.
Cool.
I've seen that.
Oh yeah, it's $10. Look at that. They're changing the pricing.
Oh, but this is the 10th. These are 2 DVDs. These are DVDs.
That's crazy.
So would you pay
$10 for the Best of Triumph?
$9.99 for the Best of Triumph an hour?
That's where it gets a little tricky.
But then look at this. This is only 10 minutes. This is only 6 minutes.
Oh, they're just little clips. They're not the full.
Oh, that's not an episode
show.
of Conan.
Yeah.
Apple.
It's not Apple.
Why you poo?
It's not Apple. I guarantee you, it's freaking NBC saying that we don't want to release the full shows because we don't want to cannibalize our commercial sales.
Maybe.
Yep.
Maybe.
But interesting.
Oh my God, this is awesome. No,
What?
not as awesome as I thought. Okay, yeah.
The Office would be good. Is that the full series?
No, I don't like The Office.
You don't like The Office?
No, the British version was so good.
Oh, I thought it was the
American
British version.
No,
Oh.
it's the American version. It's just not as good.
So how much are they charging for each episode? $1.99. That's not bad.
$1.99 is the price point. I mean, clearly
perfect.
they're not going to have somebody come out and be like, burp.
Cool.
I don't know what that would mean, but...
No idea.
Cool. So, Japan.
Yes.
Arigato. First off, we have to thank Mary Chi and Mick Kozai from Kozai
Yes.
Animation.
They hooked us up big time.
They met us at the airport.
Took us out
to the craziest sushi dinner
thing-
we have ever had in our lives.
When they picked us up from the airport, first thing, they have beer waiting for us.
In the car.
In the car. Second thing, it's
'Cause
legal
you
to
can
drink
drink.
in the car.
As long as the driver's not drinking, you can drink. So
Which is awesome.
We were drinking beers from Ebisu. That was actually the beer that I had, the Ebisu beer, on our way to our hotel in Ebisu.
Right. Yeah, it was cool.
Dude, we were like, yes and yes.
Yeah, it was awesome. And then, then the first night, we're going to have video of this. Download the video version because this is going to freak you out.
Well, I don't know if we should put that in there because PETA might be mad.
Well, it's not PETA, it's fish. You're just eating fish. I didn't mean that.
Okay, first off, the fish was alive while we were eating it, Kevin.
Okay, so let me set up the videos. Okay, video number 1. Here we go. First thing, they give you a fishing pole, and you go down, and you catch the fish.
The restaurant is like...
It's in a boat. Moat. Yeah, it's like a moat going around a boat with the table. So that was me catching a fish right there. Got the fish. Give it to the lady, and she's like...
and that's Mick. That's Mick. And you see how excited he was that Kevin... Because supposedly...
You don't see Mick very often. He's right in the corner.
Yeah, but he's jumping. He's like, no, you got a fish, you got a fish.
Yeah, but the audio was probably down when Keith did it, but he can probably turn it up now.
Okay, well, we got to stop doing this.
Okay, go ahead.
No, I mean, let's just... Whatever he wants to put it, he can put it.
Yeah, go ahead.
But he was super excited because I guess foreigners usually don't catch fish, even on their first or second visit to the restaurant.
It's not hard, though.
I know. I
put the
caught
line in
one.
the water, it's no big deal.
And then Mick just speared a lobster, which was awesome. He was like, oh, nobody's looking. He was like, oh, okay, we go. Bang!
That was awesome. So anyway, give the fish to the lady.
And then you can choose. Do you want it baked? Do you want it barbecued? Do you want it sushi?
It's with sushi sounds good.
Sushi?
We like sushi.
Yeah.
You know, take it back, cut it up. We'll have the freshest sushi we've ever had. Well,
that was very true.
This is what happened. So now you have the fish laying on the plate. Mm-hmm. He's been cut open. They've taken the sushi out of the fish, and it's still flipping on the plate while you're eating the sushi.
A little unnerving.
It was weird because that was just the beginning.
Yeah.
Then there was like...
live lobster. The lobster was twitching while we were eating the lobster sushi.
Don't do this in the States, though. I don't know how...
Don't do this in the States? What do you mean
I'm saying, don't go to a lobster place and be like, I want it raw.
No, it was a sushi thing. And then they brought out, uni. Oh, we had fugu. We had the blowfish.
Oh, yeah, the blowfish, which was crazy.
The blowfish, which was...
which can kill you.
So crazy. Can kill you.
And I have pictures of all this, too.
Yeah.
On the video
but anyway... And then we just got completely hammered because we had been up for 27 hours.
My theory was I was drinking as much alcohol as possible.
Oh, yeah.
Just to kill whatever might be in the fish.
Definitely.
I was like, I thought if there's any other living thing.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking
this is still just the first night.
Well,
this isn't going to be a 2-hour episode.
When we went to bed, we're both like, I don't know if we're going to be able to keep this down.
Yeah, well, you said that. And I was just thinking.
Well, you got sick the next day.
No, I was hungover.
Oh, I didn't.
And tired. I had a headache and all sorts
You had to go to McDonald's.
I don't think it was fugu
poisoning.
That's right. Hopefully it wasn't food poisoning.
Anyway.
But, Mick picked up the bill. He was just, we had such a great time. These guys just walked us around.
The ladies there were...
Yeah,
that was fun.
Yeah, Kevin found out about the ladies.
Well, no, I'm just saying. It was.
But we went out like every night. It was so much fun. We had a great time. Love Tokyo. The people were super nice.
Super nice. All willing to give you directions, even though you wouldn't understand them, but they were willing to help out, or at least try to.
Sure.
And
super clean. Really
super clean.
easy to get around. I mean, we got around because we did we shot a package in Akihabara, which was the electronics district, and it was just the three of us. We were like, screw it, let's go. Found out where it was, went. I mean, it was so easy.
I know, it was awesome.
But Mary T and Mick really helped us out. I mean, they shuffled us
beer
around.
takey. We said we were going to talk about that.
Beer take. Oh my God! So we go to this barbecue restaurant.
This
Korean barbecue restaurant, and I'm eating kimchi because I love kimchi.
Right.
And there's this stuff that I thought was like, I don't know, like a radish maybe kimchi that was really good. It was like this square block, and we're sitting there, and it's me, Kevin, Prager, Joe, our buddy from Dolby, who just happened to be in
town,
Tokyo
cool.
that day, and so we were like, come on out. Marichi, Mick, Makibu.
This girl.
Wink, wink. And then some guy that we met at this crazy, like, upper crusty party that we went to at the top of this tower that was unbelievably amazing. Maybe Keith will show you that video.
Okay.
We just did so much stuff. But anyway, so I was like, oh, I really love this stuff. And I was like, what? I was like, what is this? Is this like a radish? Is this daikon? What is it? And she goes, oh. Makibu goes, oh, yeah, this is cock-takey. And I'm like, and literally I had this moment where I was just like, my eyes got big and I was like, did she just say cock-takey? And I look around and I'm like, and everybody's just sort of like, oh, cock-takey, that's interesting. And I was like, did nobody
we were
notice?
The only ones. It was stupid because we felt dumb because we were laughing because like immature cock-takey, but they kept saying it over and over again.
They're like, what's wrong with? They're like, what's funny about cock-takey? And I was like, and Mary G.
And then they kept asking what it meant. Like, what does it mean in English?
Right, but so Mary G. Is sitting next to me. He speaks English.
And he still didn't know.
And he's like, cock-takey. I don't know.
So here was the problem. We had to describe to them what cock-takey meant in English because they kept asking. They're like, what is cock-takey mean in English?
Why is this so funny? Why are people laughing?
Like, shit, how do we just say this without offending anyone?
So finally we got them to understand what cock was, right? Because that's pretty universal. But then we couldn't get them to understand why cock-takey was funny. And so everybody was sitting there, and all of a sudden I was just like, it came to me. It was like a perfect epiphany. And I leaned over to, I think it was Prager was sitting next to me. I leaned over to Prager's beer, and I just go, everybody was quiet, and Kevin had just started to take a sip of beer, and I go, this is beer takey. And I took the beer, and Kevin...
I snorted the beer, went up my nose.
It was
It came out in the back of my throat, and I'm like trying to hold it. I didn't want to spray it on this girl next to me.
But the best part was...
I started choking.
I knew how bad it was because he never made it to the happy face. So usually when this happens, it's like, smile, oh no, and then he went straight to this face, which was just like this. He goes...
Oh man!
Like I knew I got. Oh my god! Everybody was dying.
It was bad. But anyway, now
we know that
they know what cock-takey
means. There's a Japanese root called cock-takey, which is just awesome.
Yes.
So that was just one of the many stories.
Yeah.
That we had in Japan.
That was a good time though.
Gosh, that was so fun.
It was too short. Quick trip.
It was too short. We went clubbing a couple times. It was it was good, but it was too short. We got to go back.
Yeah. We did very well clubbing.
Yes, you did.
We were like the only white guys in there, and it was good times.
It was good times. Although when we walked in that one party, the guys who were running it were like, "Whoa, who are you guys?"
You can't just blend in.
I know. You're like just trying to go through some friends, and they're like, "Whoa, who are those three guys that just walked in?"
It was funny.
But we had a blast. I'm sure we'll be talking about it for years and years to come. Yep. Emails.
Yes.
We actually got emails this time, and we get emails. We just didn't copy them into the thing with the last episode. So first off, Kevin, did you ever watch Harry Potter? ... Dan. So Dan wants to know, Kevin,
yeah, we talked about it a long time ago, and I said I'd never seen Harry Potter, I'd never read any of the books, and I thought it was stupid.
It was stupid.
Well,
you'd never seen it, you never read it.
Stupid kids on brooms.
Did you
I
watch
watched
it or
the
read
first.
it?
Yeah, I got the first video. Keith, you watched it, remember? Keith found Keith has a DVD, and
Yeah?
I fell asleep like halfway through. It's stupid.
Yeah, the first one's not the best one though.
Oh, okay.
The
Maybe
first one's
that's
not
it.
the best movie.
I just don't understand what's so cool about it. I mean, so what? They're flying around on brooms, and there's a contest.
You know what, Kevin? You just don't get it.
I guess I'll have to watch
You just don't get it, do
the
you?
second ones.
You're just an idiot.
I just don't.
You're just
Kids
a muggle at heart, and that's
movies.
fine. Okay, so the other one is. Oh, whoops. This was a subject that I totally didn't get. Do I still have the emails up? Nope. So the subject was. Oh, what was it? Oh, the drunk algorithm. And Casey wrote, where was the drunk algorithm in the clip show? One of the best moments on Diggnation, guys. And I totally forgot about it. And the reason why it wasn't was because when I was going through the scripts, when we were going through the scripts to see what moments we want to pull out, I totally forgot about the drunk algorithm.
Well, there was a lot of good stuff that we wanted to put in there, and we only had so much time, so.
It couldn't be a 20-hour
But
show.
if you haven't watched the video version, download that version, because it's fun.
dude.
It's fun. We dressed
Those
up and
outfits
stuff like that. It was
were a
cool.
little off the chizzy.
Yep.
So that's it.
That's it.
We want to give a shout out to our GoDaddy.com, who is our sugar daddy, as it were, paying for our bandwidth. Now, this is hot. I know we said it last time, but we'll say it again. GoDaddy is now offering free hosting with every domain. Register, transfer, or new domains with GoDaddy, and you'll receive free ad-supported web hosting, a 5-page site builder, professionally designed templates. Complete email is also included. Just enter the code DIGG, that's DIG, when you check out and save additional 10% on any order.
Nice.
These guys have really been kicking it up a notch. I mean, pretty soon it's just going to be like, we're just giving free websites to everybody who's watching the show right now. You've got one.
Yeah, I don't know how they're doing it.
I don't know how they're doing it.
But
that's it. So you can check out all the stories that we covered by heading over to dig.com/users/Diggnation to check out all the stories that we've talked about.
And then I dig stuff throughout the week. You can find it at dig.com/users/Kevin Rose.
And I dig stuff throughout the week, and you can find that at dig.com/users/Alex Albrecht.
And then the top stories, one thing I do want to mention is there's a lot of stuff we don't get to cover. There's a ton of weekly top stories. Go to dig.com/top stories and check those out, because there's a lot of really good stuff on there.
We can't cover it all. We usually try to cover the big story of the thing, but lately they're becoming a lot of like stories that are in the high ends and stuff like that.
And I will say a new dig feature is coming in the next week. So something new.
Okay.
Yes, we've been working on it.
Good. Well, I can't wait
It's
to
almost
check
ready.
it out.
Yep.
So that's it for this edition of Diggnation. I'm Alex Albrecht.
And I'm Kevin Rose. Until next time.
Hasta luego. That's good insulation right there. Well, that's how I do that.
You learned something?
Oh.
Nice! This song rocks.